Hello po, ito ay si Josephine Arjo Carino Turner based dito sa Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And the purpose of this video is specifically to advocate for my current research project with Harvard University, Harvard Extension School as part of my masteral course and or program for this fall semester. So I'm gonna try to share my screen in here kung ano ba talaga itong aking research project for everyone to know. So I am currently taking Master of Liberal Arts in Government with micro-credential in International Relations. And itong Government E787, 1787 is dual siya na government course. At the same time, it also satisfies the International Relations micro-credential. So I chose this International Dimensions of Law, Politics, and Policy. Number one, because I love the topic. I love the content material, and also yung teacher is the teacher ko noong spring of last year. So that is my school, Harvard Extension School through Harvard University. Part ng requirement ng course na ito is to have a research project, full research project, which is 30% ng aming grade. So I chose governance and corruption na overarching theme. Specific focus is in the Philippines context ng flood control projects. So I'm trying to seek for survey respondents that I am using for this research. And why ito yung aking napili na research topic? It's because it's very timely and very significant with the increasing climate-induced flooding in the Philippines, ongoing national discourse on corruption and governance, especially again tied up to flood control projects and persistent flooding issues despite large public investments doon sa ating mga flood control projects. I was once a government employee, and I know for sure that flood control projects is a big thing. The mga projects, not only in the province where I work with, but it's also across different parts of the Philippines. So it would be very interesting to really like take a study on that one. Research objectives, I would like to analyze how governance failures and or corruption affect disaster preparedness, infrastructure quality, at saka yung ating community resilience at the same time. I wanted also to contribute to academic and policy discussions on improving flood control initiatives. If it is going to help local government units, it will be of benefit to really have this kind of topic out front. And also my interest is because as a professional project manager, it's very important that when we have these kinds of projects, in the context, especially in the Philippines, that it could also really benefit the communities and what it's serving. So yung aking primary research data will be taken from this online questionnaire. So mayroon akong Google form and it will be made available until December 13, 2025. At itong after ng data analysis dito, after I generated some of that data analysis, it will be supplemented by analysis of online news reports, a whole lot of them, press releases, mga official documents, and of course, scholarly literature. So I would like to engage Filipinos, especially yung nasa Pilipinas, directly impacted and or indirectly impacted by these flood control projects. Either failed one and or the successful ones kasi hindi naman lahat-lahat ng flood control projects ay merong problema. Meron din namang mga flood control projects who are in a way successful in the context for whatever their location is. And of course, there's also the Filipino diaspora, just like me and so many other immigrants in different countries na right now living and or working outside the Philippines because no matter what, kahit nasa labas na tayo ng bansa, we still have families back in the Philippines. Ang identity ng respondents ay fully anonymous. I am not collecting your email. I am not collecting any of your name and or information and stuff like that. It's very much straightforward. So if you go to this Google Forms na link, it will generate this information. So a briefer on who I am doing this. Yung first question is that what is your primary role or profession or affiliation or civic engagement? I can either be a government official or government employee in the Philippines, a contractor, a community leader, advocate. That means wherever you are, not just in the context of the Philippines, you are a concerned citizen, you are into the academe or the researcher, non-government organization, or other. You can also please other. Kung saan ka man ngayon nakatira. So kung I'm not specifically asking the province, but I'm just trying to group it with the big three major islands. If you belong to Luzon, Visayas, and or Mindanao, kasi yun yung ating big geographic na divisions sa Pilipinas. And or if you are outside the Philippines, I truly appreciated your input as well. For third question is that how much trust do you have in government agencies managing flood control projects? So you can choose which one of those is your answer. And then how would you describe the importance of flood control infrastructure in the Philippines development strategy? So dito, you can choose several answers or several choices, so depending on your lived experience. And how would you rate the quality of flood control infrastructure in your locality? So either in your community, in your town, in your city, wherever you are based, if this one applies to you, you can just like choose which one. Kung nasa labas ka naman ng Pilipinas, this can relate to your community and or your locality kung saan ka galing sa Pilipinas. To what extent do you believe that corruption affects the overall effectiveness of flood control projects? So you can choose which one. Ito namang in your experience, ano yung biggest challenges facing flood control projects in the Philippines? You can choose as many answers you want, and or you can also suggest the one that you know that is challenging, that was not covered in here. How would you assess the governance structure behind major flood control projects like yung DPWH natin, Department of Public Works and Highways, local government units, or other inter-agency bodies? Highly centralized ba and bureaucratic? So ito yung mga choices. You can choose as many that is applicable to your lived experience. How would you rate the quality, the clarity of roles pala and responsibilities among agencies involved in the flood control projects? Because that is also an important consideration. Maraming mga iba na hindi nila alam kung ano ba yung relationship ng bawat organizations na ito, governance structures na ito, and how they impact each other. 10, in your view, how coordinated are the national and local government units in planning flood control projects? How transparent are government processes, especially sa bidding, planning, monitoring ng flood control projects? If you're highly engaged with the government, you might really be able to have that one lived experience. So if you don't have any experience with all of these government processes, then it is just like fine to really say where you are at in that process. To what extent do you believe corruption influences the selection of contractors for flood control projects? 13, which institutional mechanism do you think will create opening for corruption in these projects? In your observation, ano yung mga form ng corruption mostly occurring in flood control projects? And how the corruption influences the quality and sustainability of flood control infrastructure? You can choose as many. Ano yung role na iniisip mo ng political patronage, electoral incentives in flood control infrastructure decisions? In the Philippines, di ba, especially pag election, merong mga sinasabi na vote straight here. Because if you will vote straight, this and this and this and this we will do to your community. And that is a part of yung political patronage na tinatawag. And also, ano yung binibigay na parang electoral incentives just because that community voted straight for a particular party. So ano yung role? Ano yung importance ng role ng political patronage na tinatawag? How would you describe the incentives of government workers in managing these flood control projects? Do you know of anyone who are part of these flood control projects? If corruption issues were reduced, how much improvement do you expect in flood control outcomes? You can choose one. Which anti-corruption measures have been most effective in improving project governance? So you can also like choose which one or two, or however you feel. Which reforms have been least effective or even counterproductive? You can have these choices, and you can also recommend sa other na section kung meron mang na-miss. How can community participation help reduce corruption in flood control projects? So, kung ikaw ang nasa posisyon ng community na you wanted to have an improvement na sa mga proyekto na ito, how would you wanted yourself to really be engaged and involved along the process? What challenges prevent meaningful citizen participation in flood control projects? So, what governance reforms would most improve transparency and accountability in flood control projects sa Pilipinas? What do you think is centralization, decentralization can reduce corruption in flood control projects? Why or why not? So ito yung mga choices ng reasoning na to. If you could recommend one major policy change, ano yung irerekomenda mo? And number 26, what is your overall assessment of the relationship between governance failures and flood control outcomes in the Philippines? So there are 26 questions. It can be done really like 10 to 15 minutes, maximum 30 minutes if you really wanted to dig deeper and think through about your responses. But pretty much that is why I'm trying to have this research, because although there are so many things that I can just refer online, mga secondary na mga scholarly work and or research related to all of this, I still wanted to have a fresh input ng mga tao about this issue, because this is very, very much the discourse, mga nakikita ko sa Facebook na mga posting. I could not really like comment a whole lot, especially for masyadong uh, heavy politically driven na mga discourses, simply because I am not living in the Philippines for 19 or close to 20 years now, but I do have families and friends in the Philippines, and uh, I do have families at na that they felt the impact of this flood control projects in their community. So whatever you are, wherever you are, there is some point in part of our life that is connected to the Philippines, and these issues do matter to our community where we came from. So kaya yun po yung aking research project, and I hope that you will support by sharing this video, and I'm also going to put the link sa description that you could share to your family and friends. And anonymous po yung information ninyo, so that you would feel comfortable. At least your insight will be part of the data analysis ng aking research. So hanggang dito na lang po. Again, maraming salamat sa suporta. Ito po ay si Josephine Carino Turner. Galing po akong General Santos City. I was born, my city is General Santos City, but I was born in Landan, Pulombolok, South Cotabato. Ito po ay isang half na katutubo, and I value government so much. I've worked with the government before immigrating to the USA, and this topic is very close and dear to my interest, and I hope to be able to contribute through academic research. Again, maraming salamat po.